Hoax Hunter Razimus here, and I'm here to talk about Mars. I'm a big fan of the planet Mars, if you can be a fan of a planet. I've studied it from Percival Lowell thinking there are canals on Mars, to the Face on Mars guy, Richard C. Hoagland, to everything in between. YouTube videos. I was watching a YouTube video the other day about a guy who claimed there are bugs on Mars. This guy gets a lot of views, but he doesn't have a lot of investigative know-how. He doesn't investigate. He just throws up stuff and comments on it. If I just threw up stuff and commented on it without knowing anything about what I was looking at, there would be a million Hoax Hunter episodes, but they wouldn't have content that I would be confident putting up there. I like to at least try to research it a little bit before I put something out there, or at least, have an interview or something that other people haven't already done. So I doubt this is the first guy that has said there are bugs on Mars, but I'm going to look at this subject and you'll see what my conclusion is. The same guy claimed there are mud tracks left by the Curiosity rover. He also claims he doesn't know how the Curiosity rover took a selfie of itself. So I cover those concerns as well. And, the bone on Mars and true color. Richard C. Hoagland is one of those who claims NASA purposely colors the images of Mars for conspiracy reasons, and I take a look at that as well. Now, I've personally investigated the North Pole and South Pole of Mars, and a lot of the old 70s images taken by the Viking satellite were in black and white. So NASA was forced to color these black and white images for PR reasons, just to have good images, and for many other reasons. And I was looking to see if the planet Mars could be proven to have melting polar caps. And the conclusion to that was you might see it in a future Hoax Hunter episode. This episode is not about that. It is about the various different subjects I've seen across YouTube and across the internet in the past couple months, maybe the past year or so, all Curiosity rover related. And so let's take a look at my findings. Flying bugs on Mars? Let's take a look at one of the many photos that supposedly has a flying bug in it. I can prove this is not a bug. First, let's take a look at the camera that took this photo. It wasn't taken by the mast cam, it was taken by a camera that took photos of the mast cam, and only one camera can do this. The notorious flying bug photos were taken by the MAHLI camera. It's the one on the end of the hand at the end of the rover's arm. Let's take another look at these photos. It does look like a speck of something that could be mistaken for a bug. But this same speck can be seen on other photos taken by the Molly camera. Here is a photo of the mast cam taken by the Molly cam. I zoomed up on this photo and found something interesting. What do you know, I found the exact same bug. This is proof the bug is not a bug, but a speck of Martian dirt on the Molly camera lens. If you would like to see these official raw images for yourself, check out the official Curiosity website at mars.jpl.nasa.gov/msl/multimedia/raw. True color of Mars? There are those who say NASA have been purposely coloring Mars images redder than they should be, with some type of conspiracy in mind, perhaps to hide the fact that Mars has a thicker atmosphere or something. Let's take a look at some photos. This one, for example, it looks like a natural color to me. And take a look at those wires. They are dark yellow, and these photos appear to be 100% true color. Here's another one. These are true colors of Mars. Mars has a lot of iron oxidation in the soil, in the sand, which causes this reddish color. You see similar coloring in planet Earth deserts, such as in Sedona, Arizona. Now let's take a look at these wires. I skipped really fast past it, but this is a true color photo, and here I enhanced the brightness to show you what it would look like in that clean room, and the lighting looks accurate. It's dark yellow. The Martian colors do vary from image set to image set, but overall I would say NASA's colors appear to be about 80% accurate. Mud tracks on Mars? It's hard to prove either way, but to me it looks like darker sand under lighter sand, which is a common trait of a desert. I live in a desert, and I see this all the time. Take a look at this photo of Mars. You can clearly see darker gray sand and lighter iron oxidated sand. Take a look at Curiosity's wheels. Do they look like wheels that have driven through muddy sand or dry sand? Again, it's hard to prove, but to me it looks like the wheels of a typical ATV that has driven through dry sand. Bone on Mars? It says femur bone, even more specifically on the NASA website. We may never know what it was, because NASA and those in charge at NASA seem not to be good at investigating unusual rocks. For all we know, this bone could be a petrified worm tunnel created by an ancient Martian worm 1,000,000 years ago, but we'll never know. It's definitely an interesting rock. NASA seems to be good at mocking those who comb over their images searching for unusual things. This rock or bone or worm tube or whatever it was is interesting and should have been analyzed by NASA. As far as I know, NASA did not investigate this rock. It could have broken the rock in pieces and analyzed the insides. It could have picked it up and taken better photos, but no. NASA decided to take this one picture and keep on moving. How did Curiosity take a selfie? I can't believe there are actually videos of people asking this question, but because there are, I'll answer it. The hand on the arm of Curiosity has one camera. This camera helped in taking the selfie photo. The MOLLE camera is known as Magnifying Eye Mars Hand Lens Imager. This camera can rotate 360 degrees and be stretched and moved around on the arm, giving it the ability to photograph the rover at many angles. The head of Curiosity has many cameras. The cameras that helped in the selfie photo, one mast cam on the left and one mast cam on the right. These cameras can rotate 360 degrees and can photograph a rover at many angles. It can also tilt. NASA simply compiled the many photos and mashed them together. This type of image is called a mosaic. Cutting out the parts of the photos and getting rid of the arm is what creates the warping, bending effect. The many jagged edges in this photo are evidence of the many photos compiled to create this selfie mosaic. I do believe NASA is doing a good job. They obviously sent up an SUV-sized rover. Curiosity is a big rover. It's not like our first one. It's not like our second one. It's huge. It can do a lot of things. It can take pictures of itself. It has a little camera. It can do a lot of things. It can drill. There was a recent discovery they found, I believe it was methane underneath the surface, causing some to think it might be life. I'm going to focus on other Mars discoveries, enigmas, and mysteries in future episodes. This is just my first Mars episode I wanted to make. I'm going to be focusing on a couple new Mars episodes. I thank you for watching. This is a short episode. I just wanted to make it real quick. There are a lot of different subjects I wanted to focus on, and so I wanted to get this episode out of the way. Sometimes there's a great news story of an alien, and I didn't make a video, and now it's been a while. So you might see some older subjects that were from a year or two ago, but I'm going to be making as many new episodes as I can, and I thank you for joining us. This has been John Razimus with Hoax Hunter. Be seeing you.